Hello there, you guys are watching TOYtally Awesome, and it's me, Nikki, and I'm going to make you guys a Belle Chibi doll. I think it's really cute. The remake of the movie is coming out really soon, and I'm so excited for that to come out, but as an ode to that, I wanted to create the older one. So, first we're going to start off with a ball of flesh-colored clay, and we're going to try to smooth that out as much as possible. Let's start off with a really good ball, and then I'm going to place that on a stick just to make it easier to define the eyes and the rest of the face. Then I'm going to take a tool just to mark out like a horizontal line for where the half of the face is going to be, basically where the nose is going to start and where the eyes are going to begin. Because remember, these are going to have huge eyes, so I need to know like where they kind of like start from like the top of the cheeks. So I'll take a concave tool first and I'll define out the nose, and I don't want too much definition on the nose, so I'm going to try to smooth that out as much as I can while also placing where the eyes are going to be. So now I know where the eyes are going to be. I'm still going to carve out like a larger piece. So that's what the larger eyes look like. So I'm going to smooth that out after I've carved them, and then I'm going to take a dotting tool to stretch them out even more because I like really huge eyes. I think really large eyes for chibi dolls are like the best thing in the world. I think they look so much better than having disproportionate looks on other parts of the body. It just has like a really kind looking Betty Boop type of look. Then once that's all smoothed out, I'm going to roll out some black clay, kind of a thick piece, thick enough to fit into the concaves of the eyes that I've just carved out. And then we want to roll that and place them into the eyes. And then I want to take my dotting tool to kind of flatten that out because there's a lot more detail that I need to add. Then, I'm sorry my camera wasn't rolling, but I added the rest of the details to the eyes, and now I'm doing the outlines, preparing it for where I'm going to put the eyelashes. So I'll do this on both sides. You kind of want to keep them pointed to create like an outline. And just smoothing that out as much as I can, making sure that the black ends meet and they look like there is an outline. And then you want to roll a thinner snake just to put the eyelashes, which is really thin. So I like to put 2 eyelashes on top and then 1 small eyelash on the bottom. It's actually starting to come together. I'm really excited for how this is going to turn out. It's really cute. I had so much fun making this. And I can see that this eye isn't as flat on the surface, like in the front where I want it to be. So I'm just going to cut out some clay from the back of the head and shove that in behind her eye. And then I'm going to smooth that out as much as I can. That's the beauty of polymer clay. It's really easy to smooth out. I'm using Super Sculpey in transparent beige or translucent. I forget. But anyway, it is from Sculpey. You can smooth that out with a tool and it's like nothing ever happened. And then I put a little smile towards the side, and then I added some hair and the bun. And I'm going to put this on a dowel rod because this is what I'm using as an armature because I couldn't find any wire, but if you could find wire, that would be better. Then I'm going to put a neck around the dowel, just a little bit of clay, wrap that around, smooth that out again as much as you can. You don't want to make it look like her head is independent from the rest of her body, so you want to smooth that into her head. And then I'm going to cut off a tiny piece of the neck just to make it look even. And next I'm going to add the shoulder part slash torso, which I'll add into that later. But for now, I need to smooth the shoulders into her neck. Next, I'm going to take some foil and wrap that around the rest of the armature. And that's to create the like the balloon shape of her dress. And then I'm going to wrap that in yellow clay all the way around. This actually didn't take that long. I just like to sing when I'm bored. Boop, 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 boop. And then we're going to cut off the excess. Smooth that out as much as you can, and you're going to take a smoothing tool and we're going to create pleats into her dress. And we want to round that off in towards each other. Try to smooth that out as much as you can. Trust me, I did a better job than how it looks on camera. Smoothing out the dress. It's pretty smooth. And then we're going to add the top part of her dress and cut off any excess, because that's supposed to create a V-shaped line towards the end of her torso and into the ball part of her dress, like the balloon shape. And then we'll keep smoothing that out. I know it kind of looks like she doesn't have any boobies, but I do smooth out the rest of her abdomen part or her stomach part to make it look flatter, so I didn't really add much of the boobies. So I'm just trying to smooth this into the body, into the dress, and into the back of her dress, and into each other, basically. So we'll take a while to smooth that out, create like a nice V shape. And don't forget to do the back side. And here, I'm adding boobies. Finally! She's such a young lady now. So I'm just defining out the rest of the bust line, and I am going to try to smooth that out as best as I can. And then here I'm going to create her arms. So I'm measuring that out, I'm attaching it to some yellow clay, and then I'm just going to cut off like mitten type of fingers where it's just a thumb and then the rest of the fingers. And then I create the elbow part, attach that to the body, smooth that out as much as I can, and I'm going to place the arm wherever I want it. And then we're going to add the off-shoulder piece. So bring that together on the top of her boobies, or the bust part. And then we're going to add 3 dots. So a larger center, and then 2 smaller ones on the sides. And here I'm also creating the rest of the pleats around the balloon part of her gown. So smooth this out and then add them all around, and then balls in between. Once that's done, we're going to create the rest of her hair, which I will cut out and stretch out as much as possible. I will cut this out to make it the proper length. And then with my scalpel, I'm going to add some texture and then make it look like it has some curls in the back. Then we're going to add her beautiful lips and bake, and then now it's done. Thank you guys so much for watching TOYtally Awesome. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. I will be making more of these Chibi doll tutorials. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to watch Beauty and the Beast when it comes out. Ciao!